These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Norv, aka Caparoni. My belief is they will float the dinar. They're spending too much time trying to create a market economy. All right, from Mountain Goat article, quote, Citigroup warns of a collapse in oil to $65 by the end of 22, unquote. An article by JP Morgan analyst warning on Sunday that oil prices could jump to $380 a barrel by the year end. So then we see in today's article telling us oil could drop to $63 by year's end. Who's correct? Why such drastic variations in the predictions? Do they even know? So we see the instability in the market. Can Iraq also deal with it and take advantage of the high prices while they last? Right now is a great window for the reinstatement, but they must get this government in order first. All right, Claire article, quote, market review supplementary budget stabilizes the market. The Emergency Food Security Support Bill has its origins in demands by Parliament for extra spending measures in response to public anger over the increased cost of living and to public pressure for the government to translate the sharply rising oil revenues into public expenditures. All right, Tivon article, quote, market review supplementary budget stabilizes the market. What an article. Tivon says, I read this with a big smile. He says this is why Al-Kazimi is going to exercise his quote unquote emergency powers and give the citizens what they want. Al-Kazimi will not wait on this in new GOI because the emergency law requires him to address everything affecting the citizens independently of what's happening with the political impasse. What more do you want? They're spelling it out that there is a current government seated now. What they do today, another future government can pick up once it is formed. It sounds like a plan to me. Mark Z via PDK, there is phenomenal chatter as they are moving and pulling whales in position. We're in a heightened stage right now. I am very hopeful. Maybe we are in the last week. Mark Z says he's really hoping things are accurate this time. Frank 26 article, quote, market review supplementary budget stabilizes the market. Frank says, read this article carefully because it's the blueprint of the monetary reform. Caparoni over here saying, paraphrasing from the IMF article 14, the IMF would like Iraq to create conditions, a diverse economy, which would make possible to move a more flexible. Sorry, I had to pause the recording there real quick. Okay, doing so would allow a predictable and gradual appreciation of the exchange rate, triggered by oil revenues and the Balassa-Samuelson effect to accommodate real exchange rate appreciation while keeping domestic inflation low. Since that report in 2013, you can see they're desperately trying to create a diverse economy, private sector. Therefore, it is obvious this is the direction they are headed. I do not see any change in the dinar until such has been completed. All right, Bruce via Wiser Now says, I heard today from one of our contacts in Iraq that dinar will be international. The international rate for the dinar will be posted in the Gazette, which is their official document. The Gazette imprinted this on Saturday. That's a really good sign. It shows that Iraq is definitely moving forward. It's going up and probably will exceed what Dr. Shabibi predicted the value of the dinar to be at the United States Chamber of Commerce meeting back in 2012. Walking stick via Frank 26, the Minister of Finance is not in position to announce any rate change. The announcement will strictly come from Mustafa, given to Kazemi for the government. Mark Z via PDK, my phone has been lit up from banking contacts that say we need to be in place and ready. I am hoping we will see the action soon. Tivon community question. The EFSL was published and no one is going to the bank. What are we possibly waiting for in your opinion? Tivon says 100 deputies signed off on reducing the USD exchange rate at the earliest legislative session, which takes place next week. Nobody told you that the publication on the exact same day would see a rate change. They need to be in session for that, which takes place after the holiday. Wolverine, guys, we are very close now. Get ready to put your seatbelts on as we are going to warp speed anytime. Samson, lastly, article quote, it is expected that dozens of laws will be passed during the next legislative term. The political differences are less compared to the previous parliamentary sessions, which enhances the hope of enacting laws, especially the budget for the next year. And even the introduction of the oil and gas law to end the file of selling the oil of the Kurdistan region of Iraq.